Welcome back to Coin X Mint. Stop what you are doing and check your pocket change right now, because some of the ugliest Washington quarters in America are secretly worth a fortune. Most people think only shiny coins have value, but that is exactly why rare treasures get ignored every single day. Scratched, dirty, faded, damaged-looking quarters are being pulled from circulation and selling for thousands, even hundreds of thousands of dollars. One rare quarter shocked collectors with a value climbing past $450,000. Imagine accidentally spending that at a gas station. These coins are still out there hiding in jars, drawers, old wallets, and coin rolls. So before you throw away another quarter, watch this video carefully. Subscribe to Coin X Mint right now, because the next coin you find could completely change your life forever. And now, let's begin with the first unbelievable quarter discovery. The Washington quarter dollar from 1965 without a mint mark. This historic quarter has become one of the most important modern coins in American numismatic history because it represents a major turning point in United States coinage. What once circulated quietly as ordinary pocket change is now attracting serious collector interest and impressive auction attention. The 1965 Washington quarter in circulated condition carries history, beauty, and growing value that continue making it one of the most exciting quarters in today's collector market. The story of the 1965 Washington quarter begins during a dramatic moment in American financial history. During the early 1960s, silver prices began rising rapidly, causing millions of Americans to save older silver coins instead of spending them. This created a nationwide coin shortage that forced the United States Mint to make a historic decision. In 1965, silver was removed from circulating quarters and replaced with a copper-nickel-clad composition. This single change transformed American coinage forever, making the 1965 Washington quarter one of the most historically important coins ever produced. One of the most fascinating features of the 1965 quarter is its missing mint mark. During the years from 1965 through 1967, the United States Mint intentionally removed mint marks from coins in an effort to discourage collectors from hoarding them. Because of this unusual decision, the 1965 quarter carries a clean and mysterious appearance that collectors still admire today. The no mint mark style creates a unique identity that separates this coin from many other Washington quarters in American history. The design of the Washington quarter remains one of the most iconic and respected in all of American coinage. On the obverse side, the portrait of George Washington stands proudly with strength, leadership, and timeless dignity. Even in circulated condition, Washington's profile continues displaying impressive detail and bold character. On the reverse side, the majestic eagle spreads its wings in a symbol of freedom, courage, and national pride. This classic design continues making the Washington quarter one of the most admired coins ever created by the United States Mint. Circulated condition gives the 1965 quarter a powerful sense of authenticity that collectors deeply appreciate. These coins traveled through stores, banks, restaurants, vending machines, and pockets across America during one of the most fascinating periods in modern history. Every smooth surface, faded detail, and mark on the coin tells a story of movement and survival through time. Many collectors actually prefer circulated coins because they feel more connected to real American history and everyday life. The rare coin hobby has grown tremendously over the years, and transitional coins like the 1965 Washington quarter are now among the most searched collectibles in the numismatic market. Collectors who once focused only on silver coins are now discovering the hidden importance of early clad quarters. The 1965 issue stands out because it marks the first year of the copper-nickel-clad Washington quarter series, making it a true milestone coin within American numismatics. Color and eye appeal play a major role in the desirability of circulated 1965 quarters. Many surviving examples display beautiful silver-gray surfaces, vintage antique tones, and soft natural shading developed over decades of circulation. Some coins even show golden highlights, smoky gray patterns, or deep charcoal surfaces that create dramatic beauty under proper lighting. Collectors highly value natural tunning because it gives every coin its own unique personality and visual identity. One reason collectors remain fascinated by the 1965 Washington quarter is because it represents the beginning of a completely new era in American currency. Before 1965, quarters contained silver, but after this transition, the composition changed forever. This historical transformation makes the 1965 quarter much more than simple pocket change. It represents one of the most important decisions ever made by the United States Mint, giving the coin enormous historical significance within the collector world. Auction markets continue showing growing excitement for vintage Washington quarters, especially historically important issues like the 1965 no-mint mark quarter. While ordinary circulated examples may still remain affordable, attractive coins with strong details and eye-catching surfaces can command impressive prices. Exceptional circulated examples with beautiful natural tunning and preserved detail have sold for hundreds and even thousands of dollars, depending on condition and collector demand. The 1965 Washington quarter also appeals strongly to collectors because it offers accessibility combined with major historical importance. Unlike ultra-expensive rare coins that remain financially unreachable for many people, this quarter allows everyday collectors to own a genuine piece of American monetary history. Many successful collectors began their journeys by searching through old quarters and discovering valuable hidden treasures inside ordinary change. That possibility continues inspiring collectors around the world today. Collectors carefully study detail quality when evaluating circulated 1965 quarters. Coins with visible hair details on Washington and strong feather lines on the eagle are considered especially desirable. Even in circulated condition, examples with balanced wear and clean surfaces can stand far above average pieces in both beauty and value. Strong detail combined with attractive vintage surfaces creates the type of eye appeal collectors actively pursue in auctions and private collections. The rise of online coin communities and social media has also increased fascination surrounding the 1965 Washington quarter. Videos discussing valuable quarters and hidden coin discoveries regularly attract millions of viewers worldwide. Collectors enjoy sharing stories about finding rare quarters hidden in jars, estate collections, and inherited family collections. The possibility that an ordinary-looking quarter from 1965 could secretly hold significant value creates enormous excitement among collectors everywhere. Historical importance gives the 1965 quarter another powerful layer of collector appeal. This coin circulated during a period of tremendous social, economic, and cultural change across the United States. It witnessed one of the biggest transformations in American coinage while remaining part of everyday life for millions of people. Holding one today feels like holding a surviving artifact from one of the nation's most unforgettable historical eras. Professional grading services have brought even more attention to the market for collectible Washington quarters. Certified circulated 1965 quarters graded by respected companies often command stronger prices because buyers trust professionally authenticated coins. As more collectors build certified Washington quarter collections, demand for attractive 1965 examples continues growing steadily. Professionally graded coins with beautiful surfaces and strong eye appeal are now highly respected throughout the numismatic community. Many experienced numismatists believe the 1965 Washington quarter still has tremendous future potential. As younger generations enter the hobby and interest in vintage American coins continues expanding worldwide, demand for historically important quarters keeps increasing. The 1965 issue stands out because it combines first-year clad history, no mint mark status, classic American design, and rising collector demand all in one exciting coin. This combination gives it excellent long-term appeal among collectors and investors alike. Searching for valuable Washington quarters has become an exciting treasure hunt for collectors everywhere. People carefully examine old coin jars, antique stores, estate collections, and bank rolls, hoping to uncover overlooked treasures hiding in plain sight. Every circulated 1965 quarter carries the possibility of hidden value, especially when it displays attractive tunning and strong remaining detail. The thrill of discovery continues driving passion throughout the coin-collecting world every single day. Another reason the 1965 quarter remains deeply admired is because of the nostalgia connected to vintage American currency. Many people remember using these quarters during childhood or hearing stories about old coins from parents and grandparents. Those memories create a lasting emotional connection between collectors and the coins they preserve. Every circulated quarter carries its own journey through history, adding mystery and personality to every surviving example. The growing popularity of Washington quarters has transformed these once overlooked coins into respected numismatic treasures. Modern collectors now appreciate not only their historical importance, but also their artistic beauty and increasing scarcity in attractive circulated condition. As more examples disappear into permanent collections, the remaining 1965 quarters continue becoming more desirable within the marketplace. The market for vintage-clad quarters continues strengthening year after year as collectors recognize the importance of transitional American coinage. Coins from the mid-1960s now receive far more respect than they once did because they represent the beginning of a new monetary era in the United States. The 1965 Washington quarter stands proudly at the center of this important historical transformation. Collectors also admire the durability and survival of circulated 1965 quarters. Despite decades of use, many examples still preserve strong design details and attractive surfaces that continue impressing collectors today. This lasting beauty demonstrates the remarkable craftsmanship of the United States Mint during a time of enormous pressure and rapid change within American coin production. The no-mint mark appearance continues adding mystery and elegance to the 1965 Washington quarter. Many collectors enjoy the simplicity of the design because it feels clean, balanced, and historically unique. This unusual feature remains one of the main reasons why the coin continues attracting attention across the collector community. As auction records and collector demand continue increasing, more people are beginning to recognize the hidden opportunities within circulated Washington quarters. Coins once ignored as ordinary change are now being carefully studied and preserved by collectors who understand their growing historical and financial significance. The 1965 quarter remains one of the strongest examples of this exciting market trend. The excitement surrounding vintage American coins has created a new generation of collectors eager to explore history through numismatics. The 1965 Washington quarter offers the perfect combination of accessibility, beauty, and historical importance, making it one of the most appealing coins for both beginners and experienced collectors alike. Collectors around the world continue searching for attractive circulated 1965 quarters with strong detail, natural tunning, and authentic vintage surfaces. Each surviving example represents a small but meaningful piece of American history preserved through decades of circulation. That historical connection creates lasting fascination that continues growing stronger every year. Today, the 1965 Washington quarter, without a mint mark, stands proudly among the most respected and exciting modern vintage quarters in the rare coin market. Its connection to one of the most important transitions in American coinage history, combined with its timeless design and rising collector demand, has transformed this once common quarter into a true numismatic treasure. Collectors everywhere continue searching for these remarkable coins as public interest and auction activity keep growing stronger. The incredible story of the 1965 Washington quarter proves that valuable treasures can still hide in ordinary places. What once circulated quietly through everyday American life has now become a symbol of history, discovery, and collector excitement. For coin enthusiasts around the world, this remarkable quarter represents far more than 25 cents. It represents the thrill of finding hidden value, the beauty of American craftsmanship, and the exciting possibility that one small coin could someday become the centerpiece of a valuable and unforgettable collection. Next up, the Washington quarter dollar from 1995 with the famous P Mint mark. What many people once viewed as ordinary pocket change has now become a fascinating collectible with growing demand across auctions, online marketplaces, and coin collector communities. The 1995 P Washington quarter in red circulated condition carries a unique combination of modern American history, vintage character, and collector excitement that continues making it one of the most talked about quarters from the late 20th century. Collectors everywhere are now carefully searching old jars, drawers, and coin rolls, hoping to discover one of these impressive quarters hiding in plain sight. The story of the 1995 P Washington quarter begins during an important decade in modern American history. The mid-1990s represented a period of technological growth, economic expansion, and cultural transformation across the United States. Coins from this era circulated through millions of hands during a time when America was rapidly entering the digital age. The Washington quarter itself had already become one of the most recognizable and respected coins in the nation after decades of circulation. By 1995, the Philadelphia Mint continued producing quarters with the P Mint mark, creating coins that today are becoming increasingly admired within the numismatic community. One of the most attractive features of the 1995 P Washington quarter is its timeless and patriotic design. On the obverse side, the famous portrait of George Washington stands proudly with dignity and strength, symbolizing leadership and national pride. Even in circulated condition, much of the detail remains visible, allowing collectors to appreciate the clean lines and balanced appearance of the coin. On the reverse side, the majestic eagle spreads its wings boldly in a classic symbol of freedom and American tradition. This iconic design continues making the Washington quarter one of the most beloved coins in American history. The P Mint mark gives this quarter an additional level of collector appeal because it connects directly to the historic Philadelphia Mint, one of the oldest and most respected minting facilities in the world. Philadelphia Mint coins hold special importance within American numismatics because of their deep historical connection to the nation's coinage system. Collectors often search specifically for P Mint mark quarters because they represent a continuation of American minting traditions stretching back centuries. The 1995 P quarter continues growing in popularity as more collectors recognize its historical significance. The red circulated appearance of some 1995 quarters creates a truly unique and eye-catching look that collectors find extremely fascinating. Over years of circulation and natural environmental exposure, certain quarters develop reddish copper tones, warm highlights, and rich vintage coloring that stand out immediately from ordinary gray coins. These natural red surfaces create dramatic beauty under proper lighting and give each coin its own personality. Collectors highly value unusual natural toning because originality and strong visual character can significantly increase both demand and collector interest. Circulated condition gives the 1995 P quarter a strong sense of authenticity and historical personality. These coins traveled through stores, banks, restaurants, vending machines, and pockets during one of the most exciting decades in modern American history. Every mark, smooth surface, and faded detail tells a story of movement and survival through time. Many collectors actually prefer circulated examples because they feel more genuine and connected to real everyday history rather than untouched modern pieces. The rare coin hobby has changed dramatically in recent years, and Washington quarters from the 1990s are now receiving much more attention than they once did. Collectors who traditionally focused on silver coins are now discovering hidden opportunities inside modern vintage quarters with strong eye appeal and historical significance. The 1995 P Washington quarter has become especially desirable because attractive circulated examples with beautiful color and strong surfaces are becoming increasingly difficult to locate as more collectors begin saving them. One reason collectors remain fascinated by the 1995 quarter is because it represents an important era before the massive state quarter program completely transformed the Washington Quarter series in 1999. Coins from the pre-state quarter era now carry growing nostalgia and historical value because they represent the final years of the classic eagle reverse design that Americans used for decades. This connection to the traditional Washington Quarter style continues increasing collector demand for coins like the 1995 P issue. Color and eye appeal play a massive role in the desirability of circulated Washington Quarters. Red-tone 1995 quarters often attract strong attention because their unusual surfaces create beautiful contrast against the remaining silver-gray details of the coin. Some examples display copper-red highlights mixed with darker antique shades, creating a rich vintage appearance that collectors absolutely love. Natural tunning gives every coin individuality and uniqueness, making certain examples stand out dramatically in collections and auctions. Auction markets continue showing growing excitement for collectible Washington Quarters from the late 20th century. While ordinary circulated quarters may still seem common, attractive 1995 P quarters with beautiful red tunning and preserved details can command surprisingly impressive prices. Exceptional circulated examples with strong eye appeal have sold for hundreds and even thousands of dollars depending on condition, originality, and collector demand. The growing recognition of modern vintage quarters continues strengthening the market year after year. The 1995 P Washington Quarter also appeals strongly to collectors because it combines accessibility with exciting long-term potential. Unlike ultra-expensive rare coins that remain financially unreachable for many people, this quarter allows everyday collectors to participate in the exciting world of numismatics while still owning a fascinating piece of modern American history. Many successful collectors began by searching through ordinary change and eventually discovering valuable treasures hidden in everyday coins. Collectors carefully study detail quality when evaluating circulated Washington Quarters. Coins with visible hair details on Washington and strong feather lines on the eagle are considered especially attractive within the collector community. Even in circulated condition, quarters with balanced wear and strong visual clarity can stand far above average examples in both beauty and value. Strong detail combined with natural red tunning creates a combination that collectors actively pursue. The rise of online coin communities and social media has also increased fascination surrounding collectible Washington Quarters. Videos discussing rare quarters and hidden coin values regularly attract millions of viewers worldwide. Collectors enjoy sharing stories about discovering valuable coins hidden inside jars, inherited collections, and forgotten drawers. The possibility that a simple-looking quarter from 1995 could secretly hold surprising value creates enormous excitement among coin enthusiasts everywhere. Historical importance gives the 1995 quarter another powerful layer of collector appeal. This coin circulated during a decade of technological revolution and economic growth across the United States. Holding one today feels like holding a surviving artifact from an important chapter in modern American history. That emotional and historical connection creates lasting value that continues attracting collectors from around the world. Professional grading services have brought even more attention to the market for collectible Washington Quarters. Certified circulated 1995 P quarters graded by respected companies often command stronger prices because buyers trust professionally authenticated coins. As more collectors build certified Washington Quarter collections, demand for attractive red-toned examples continues growing steadily. Professionally graded coins with beautiful natural surfaces and strong eye appeal are now highly respected throughout the numismatic world. Many experienced collectors believe Washington Quarters from the 1990s still have tremendous future potential. As younger generations enter the hobby and discover the excitement of coin collecting, interest in pre-state quarter Washington Quarters continues expanding worldwide. The 1995 P quarter stands out because it combines Philadelphia mint history, classic American design, unusual red tunning, and rising collector demand all in one exciting coin. This combination gives it excellent long-term appeal among collectors and investors alike, Searching for valuable Washington quarters has become an exciting treasure hunt for collectors everywhere. People carefully examine old coin jars, bank rolls, antique shops, estate collections, and inherited family coins, hoping to discover overlooked treasures. Every circulated 1995 quarter carries the possibility of hidden value, especially when it displays beautiful red color and strong visual detail. The thrill of discovery continues driving passion throughout the coin collecting world every single day. Another reason the 1995 quarter remains deeply admired is because of the nostalgia connected to vintage American currency. Many people remember using these quarters during childhood in the 1990s, buying snacks from vending machines or seeing them inside cash registers and piggy banks. Those memories create a powerful emotional connection between collectors and the coins they preserve today. Every circulated quarter carries its own journey through history, adding personality and mystery to every surviving example. The growing popularity of Washington quarters has transformed these once-overlooked coins into respected collector treasures. Modern collectors now appreciate not only the coin's historical importance, but also its artistic beauty and increasing scarcity in attractive circulated condition. As more examples disappear into permanent collections, the remaining red-toned 1995 quarters continue becoming more desirable within the marketplace. The market for modern vintage American coins continues strengthening as collectors recognize the importance of preserving pieces from the late 20th century. Coins from the 1990s now carry growing historical significance because they represent the final years before major design changes reshaped American circulating coinage forever. The 1995 Washington quarter stands proudly within this fascinating period of transition and nostalgia. Collectors also admire the durability and survival of circulated 1995 quarters. Despite decades of everyday use, many examples still preserve impressive details and attractive surfaces that continue catching collector attention today. This lasting beauty reflects the remarkable craftsmanship of the United States Mint during the modern era of American coin production. The unusual red coloring seen on certain circulated 1995 quarters continues adding mystery and excitement to the coin's reputation. Collectors often search specifically for naturally toned examples because they understand how dramatically eye appeal can influence collector demand and market value. Strong natural color gives the coin a distinctive identity that separates it from ordinary circulating quarters. As public interest in coin collecting continues growing, more people are beginning to recognize the hidden opportunities inside ordinary-looking modern quarters. Coins once ignored as simple pocket change are now carefully examined and preserved by collectors who understand their increasing importance within American numismatics. The 1995 Washington quarter remains one of the strongest examples of this exciting modern trend. Today, the 1995 Washington quarter dollar with the P mint mark in red circulated condition stands proudly among the most exciting modern vintage quarters gaining momentum in the rare coin market. Its historical Philadelphia mint connection, timeless design, unusual red surfaces, and growing collector demand have transformed this once common quarter into a respected numismatic treasure. Collectors everywhere continue searching for these fascinating coins as public interest and market values keep growing stronger year after year. The incredible journey of the 1995 Washington quarter proves that hidden treasures can still exist inside everyday coins. What once circulated quietly through ordinary American life has now become a symbol of history, discovery, and collector excitement. For coin enthusiasts around the world, this remarkable quarter represents far more than 25 cents. It represents the thrill of the hunt, the beauty of American craftsmanship, and the exciting possibility that one small coin could someday become the centerpiece of a valuable and unforgettable coin collection. Next up, the Washington quarter dollar from 1967 without a mint mark. This historic quarter has transformed from ordinary pocket change into a fascinating collectible that many enthusiasts now search for with great passion. The 1967 Washington quarter in black circulated condition carries a mysterious vintage appearance, historical significance, and growing collector demand that make it one of the most interesting modern-era quarters in today's coin market. Across auctions, online marketplaces, and collector conventions, interest in these quarters continues rising as more people recognize the hidden value and beauty inside these remarkable coins. The story of the 1967 Washington quarter begins during one of the most important transitional periods in United States coinage history. During the mid-1960s, America faced a major coin shortage as rising silver prices caused people to hoard older silver coins. To help solve the crisis, the United States Mint temporarily removed mint marks from circulating coins between 1965 and 1967. Because of this decision, the 1967 Washington quarter was produced without any mint mark, creating a unique historical identity that collectors still admire today. This special era in coin history gives the quarter a level of importance that continues attracting serious attention from numismatists around the world. One of the most attractive features of the 1967 Washington quarter is its timeless American design. On the obverse side, the portrait of George Washington stands proudly with strength and dignity, representing leadership and patriotism. Even in circulated condition, the details of Washington's profile still create a powerful visual impression. On the reverse side, the iconic eagle design spreads its wings boldly in a symbol of freedom and national pride. The classic balance of the design continues making the Washington quarter one of the most admired coins ever produced by the United States Mint. The absence of a mint mark gives this coin a fascinating historical character that collectors deeply appreciate. Coins from this unusual three-year period represent a direct connection to one of the most dramatic changes in modern American coinage. Collectors often view no mint mark quarters from 1967 as symbols of a rare and unforgettable era when the nation's currency system underwent major transformation. This historical uniqueness continues increasing the coin's popularity among both beginner collectors and advanced numismatists. The black circulated appearance of some 1967 Washington quarters adds a dramatic and mysterious beauty that many collectors find extremely appealing. Over decades of circulation and natural agging, certain quarters develop dark gray, charcoal, or almost black surfaces that create a bold vintage appearance. These naturally toned coins often stand out immediately because their deep color gives them a unique personality, unlike ordinary bright quarters. Collectors highly value naturally darkened coins because they reflect originality and long-term history in an unforgettable way. Circulated condition also gives the 1967 quarter a strong connection to real American history. These coins traveled through stores, restaurants, banks, vending machines, and countless pockets during one of the most fascinating decades in modern America. Every mark and every faded detail tells a story of movement and survival through time. Many collectors actually prefer circulated coins because they carry authentic historical character and feel like genuine artifacts from another era rather than untouched modern pieces. The rare coin hobby has changed dramatically in recent years, and Washington quarters from the 1960s are now receiving more attention than ever before. Collectors who once focused only on silver coins are now discovering the hidden opportunities inside vintage-clad quarters with historical significance and strong eye appeal. The 1967 Washington quarter has become especially desirable because it belongs to the special no-mint mark era while also offering beautiful vintage tunning and growing collector demand. Color and surface appearance play a massive role in the value and desirability of collectible quarters. Black-toned 1967 quarters often attract strong attention because their dark surfaces create incredible contrast against the coin's remaining details. Some examples display beautiful layers of charcoal gray, midnight black, silver highlights, and antique-style tunning that give the coin a truly artistic appearance. Collectors constantly search for naturally toned coins with strong visual impact because eye appeal can dramatically increase both demand and market value. One reason collectors remain fascinated by the 1967 quarter is because it represents an unforgettable turning point in American coinage history. By the mid-1960s, the removal of silver from circulating quarters completely changed the future of United States coins. The 1967 issue stands directly in the middle of this transformation, making it one of the most historically important modern Washington quarters. As more collectors learn about this fascinating period, demand for attractive examples continues rising steadily. Auction activity surrounding Washington quarters has become increasingly competitive as more collectors enter the hobby searching for rare and unusual pieces. While ordinary circulated quarters may remain affordable, attractive black-tone 1967 quarters with strong detail and eye-catching surfaces can command surprisingly impressive prices. Exceptional examples with beautiful natural toning and sharp details have sold for hundreds and even thousands of dollars, depending on overall quality and collector demand. The 1967 Washington Quarter also appeals strongly to collectors because it combines accessibility with serious historical importance. Unlike ultra-expensive rare coins that remain unreachable for many people, this quarter allows everyday collectors to participate in the exciting world of numismatics while still owning a historically significant piece of American coinage. Many successful collectors began by searching through old quarters, eventually discovering valuable treasures hidden in plain sight. Collectors carefully study strike quality when evaluating circulated Washington quarters. Coins with visible detail in Washington's hair and strong feather lines on the eagle are considered especially desirable within the collector community. Even in circulated condition, quarters with balanced wear and sharp remaining details can stand far above average examples in both beauty and value. Strong detail combined with dramatic black toning creates a powerful combination that collectors actively pursue. The rise of social media and online coin communities has also increased fascination surrounding vintage Washington quarters. Videos discussing rare quarters and hidden coin values regularly attract millions of viewers worldwide. Collectors enjoy sharing stories about discovering valuable coins in old jars, estate collections, and inherited family collections. The possibility that a dark-looking quarter from 1967 could secretly hold significant value creates enormous curiosity and excitement among viewers everywhere. Historical importance gives the 1967 Washington Quarter another powerful layer of collector appeal. This coin circulated during a period of cultural transformation, technological progress, and economic change across the United States. Holding one today feels like holding a surviving artifact from one of the most memorable decades in American history. That emotional connection creates lasting collector demand because enthusiasts appreciate preserving real pieces of history through coin collecting. Professional grading services have brought even more recognition to the market for collectible Washington quarters. Certified black-tone 1967 quarters graded by respected companies often receive strong collector attention because buyers trust professionally authenticated coins. As more collectors build certified modern quarter collections, demand for naturally toned examples continues growing steadily. Professionally graded coins with dramatic dark surfaces and beautiful eye appeal have become especially respected within the numismatic community. Many experienced numismatists believe quarters from the mid-1960s still have tremendous future potential. As younger generations enter the hobby and interest in historical American coins continues expanding worldwide, demand for attractive Washington quarters keeps increasing. The 1967 quarter stands out because it combines no mint mark history, vintage circulated character, beautiful dark toning, and rising collector demand all in one exciting coin. This combination gives it strong long-term appeal among collectors and investors alike. Searching for valuable Washington quarters has become an exciting treasure hunt for collectors everywhere. People carefully examine pocket change. Bank rolls, flea markets, estate collections, and family coin jars hopping to discover overlooked treasures. Every black-tone 1967 quarter carries the possibility of surprising value, especially when it displays strong visual character and attractive detail. The thrill of discovery keeps collectors passionate about the hobby every single day. Another reason the 1967 quarter remains deeply admired is because of the nostalgia connected to vintage American currency. Many people remember using these quarters during childhood or hearing stories about old coins from parents and grandparents. Those memories create a lasting emotional bond between collectors and the coins they preserve. Every circulated quarter carries its own journey through history, adding personality and mystery to every surviving example. The growing popularity of Washington quarters has transformed these once overlooked coins into serious collector treasures. Modern collectors now appreciate not only the historical importance of the 1967 issue, but also the artistic beauty created by decades of natural agging and circulation. As more examples disappear into permanent collections, the remaining attractive black-toned quarters continue becoming harder to locate in the marketplace. The market for vintage-clad Washington quarters continues strengthening year after year as collectors recognize the importance of transitional American coinage. Coins from the no-mint mark era are now highly respected because they represent one of the most unusual periods in United States mint history. The 1967 quarter stands proudly within this important chapter of American numismatics. Collectors also admire the survival and durability of circulated 1967 quarters. Despite decades of use in everyday commerce, many examples still preserve strong design details and bold surfaces that continue impressing collectors today. This lasting quality reflects the craftsmanship of the United States Mint during a challenging and historic era in coin production. The dramatic black surfaces seen on certain circulated 1967 quarters continue adding mystery and excitement to the coin's growing reputation. Collectors often search specifically for naturally dark-toned examples because they understand how strongly eye appeal can influence collector demand and market value. Strong natural color gives the coin a unique identity that separates it from ordinary circulating quarters. As public interest in coin collecting continues growing, more people are beginning to recognize the hidden opportunities inside ordinary-looking vintage quarters. Coins once ignored as simple change are now carefully examined and preserved by collectors who understand their increasing historical and financial significance. The 1967 Washington quarter remains one of the strongest examples of this exciting trend. Today, the 1967 Washington quarter, without a mint mark, in black circulated condition, stands proudly among the most exciting and respected modern vintage quarters in the collector market. Its unique place in American coin history, combined with its dramatic appearance and growing collector demand, has transformed this once common quarter into a highly desirable numismatic treasure. Collectors everywhere continue searching for these historic coins as public interest and auction prices keep growing stronger year after year. The incredible journey of the 1967 Washington quarter proves that hidden treasures can still exist in the most ordinary places. What once circulated quietly through everyday American life has now become a symbol of history, discovery, and collector excitement. For coin enthusiasts around the world, this remarkable quarter represents far more than 25 cents. It represents the thrill of the hunt, the beauty of vintage American coinage, and the exciting possibility that one small coin could someday become the centerpiece of an unforgettable and valuable collection.